So we have the NCAA college football scores for FBS, FCS, and Division 2, 3. So it's going to receive Akron, 44-10 over Massachusetts. 24-20 over Miami. Ball State, 17-13 over Kansas State. Toledo, 42-3 over Northern Illinois. That was a match on Wednesday. Thursday night, we had one in the Sun Belt. Georgia State on ESPN, one on ESPN2. Sun Belt was on ESPN2. It was Georgia Southern, 25-23 Appalachian State on ESPN. South Florida defeats UTSA 55-23 on ESPN. Thursday night football, that was college football contractors, NFL. And we have number 19 USC 38-17 over Northwestern. Houston, after that loss, that put them out of the top 25. That one loss over West Virginia, that put them out of the top 25. They bounced back with a 30-27 over UCF. Tulane 38-32 over Memphis. Ohio State number 1, 34-10 over Purdue. 27-24 Indiana over Penn State. 38-17 number 3 Texas A&M over number 22 Missouri. 29 number 4 over LSU. 41-21 number 5 Georgia over Mississippi State. 49-0 old number 6 Ole Miss over 7. Number 8 Texas Tech dominates number 7 BYU 29-7. And keeps BYU and knocks BYU from undefeated. Number 9 Oregon 18-60 over number 20 Iowa. Number 10 Notre Dame blows out Navy 42-9-10. Wake Forest stuns number 14 Virginia 16-9. California stuns number 15 Louisville 29-26 in overtime. In overtime, number 16 Vanderbilt 45-30 over Auburn. Number 18 Miami 38-10 over Syracuse. Wisconsin 13-10 stun over number 3 Washington. SMU blows up Boston College 45-13. West Virginia 29-22 over Carl. James Madison 35-23 over Marshall. Southern Miss 27-21 over Oregon State. Army 14-13 over Temple. Missouri State 21-17 over Liberty. Eastern Michigan 27-20 over Bowling Green. Both teams are out of bowl contention. Rice 24-17 over UAB. UAB is almost out of bowl contention. Rutgers 35-20 over Maryland. Delaware 25-24 over Louisiana Tech. Florida National 56-30 over Middle Tennessee. UTEP gets knocked out of bowl eligibility with a 30-27 loss to Jacksonville State. Charlotte, that was already out of bowl contention, but they lose 48-23 to East Carolina. Florida knocks Tulsa out of bowl eligibility with a 40-21 win. UConn 37-34 over Duke, keeping Duke from bowl eligibility. Kansas kept from bowl eligibility with a 24-20 loss to Arizona. Iowa State gets bowl eligible 2017 over TCU. Kennesaw 24-20 over Mexico State. Coastal Carolina 40-27 Georgia State. North Carolina knocked Stanford out bowl eligibility 2015 win. Louisiana keeps bowl eligibility hopes alive with 42-39 win. Air Force keeps bowl eligibility alive with a 26-16 win over San Jose State. Clemson 24-10 over Florida State. Kentucky 38-7 over Florida. None of that was already out bowl eligibility, but they followed Utah State 51-14. Nebraska 28-21 over UCLA. UNLV not score State bowl eligibility with a 42-10 win. Sam Houston 11-17 over Oregon State. Oregon State got a win over Washington or Lafayette, and then Washington State. You thought maybe they'd be 5-7. Should be pretty good, but no, they are. They fall to Sam Houston 21-17, and Hawaii dominates San Diego State 38-6 in the football championship subdivision on Friday, November 7th. Delaware State goes to 7-3, 3-1 MEAC, plays a 14-12 win. Harvard 31-14 over Columbia. Harvard is undefeated. And that's their first year that Ivy League schools are allowed. Ivy League allowed their members to be playing in the Ivy League football team in the FCS playoffs, which I really like. The HBCU schools playing the Cricket Celebration was their HBCU national champion. So Delaware State right now cannot automatically qualify for the FCS playoffs. They do allow them schools to play in the FCS playoffs, but they only allow them as an at-large or second team. And in the case of like the SWAC, it would be like the third tier team, because the top team from each division makes the SWAC champion. And then we have New Hampshire 34-13 over Monmouth. Stony Brook 38-12 over North Ukrainian T. Chattanooga 45-10 over Furman. Sacred Heart over non-division win Virginia Lynchburg 56-10. Brown falls out 34-22. Lehigh stays unbeaten at 10-0. 38-3 win over Holy Cross. Central Academy at 40-10 over Stonehill. 29-11 Long Island over Duquesne. 24-20 Radnor Rob Morris. 16-15 Mercier St. Francis Pennsylvania. 59-42 Lafayette over Colgate. 27-24 Bryan over Albany. 35-7 Maine over Hampton. NC Tech goes to 21-9. Goes to 10-0 with a 21-9 win over Eastern Illinois. Villanova 28-10 over Townsend. Illinois State 52-20 over Indiana State. Morehead State 31-30 over Butler. Davidson stuns Presbyterian 14-13. Presbyterian is, if they were ranked in the FCS, which probably they pretty much were. There's no way they're ranked now. St. Thomas, Minnesota has a good shot of making the FCS football playoffs. The Tommies have 2 games, one against Presbyterian and the non-conference at North Dakota State. And then they have a game against Dane and Morehead State. So they have 2 conference left. So you could have St. Thomas, Minnesota make the FCS playoffs. Oh, wow. In their first eligible year. Step Maris 41-13 or Steps. San Diego 43-27 over Valparaiso. But no, 37-19 over Florida. Cornell 39-17 over Pennsylvania. Dartmouth 20-17 over Prince. 31-24 Richmond over Georgetown. 27-24 Webb over Southeast Missouri State. South Carolina State goes to 3-1. Yeah, goes to 42 over North Howard. Wofford 52-10 over VMI. William Mary 30-27 over Campbell. Rand 34-20 over Enon. Western Illinois 24-20 over Illinois. St. Martin 26 over Tennessee State. North Carolina Central 31-20 over Norfolk State. 38-3 Incarnate Word over North State. 31-14 Murray State. North Dakota State still being 15-10 over North Dakota. Youngstown State 44-38 over Southern Illinois. Mercer 49-47 over Western Carolina. Montana 29-24 over Eastern Washington. 66-14 Montana State over Weber State. Abilene Christian 31-10 over Utah Tech. 27-17 Southern Utah over Eastern Kentucky. Purdue A&M 45 over A&M. 42-24 Alabama State over Texas Southern. Arts of Pine Falls to Florida late 34-20 point. 31-23 Grambling over Bethune-Cookman. Jackson State blows out Mississippi Valley State 42-3. 53 East Western over Houston Christian. East Tennessee State 38-14 over Sanford. New Haven 41-31 over Merrimack. 41-38 S&P over Central Arkansas. West Georgia 24-17 over North Alabama. Elkhorn State 35-17 over Southern. Lamar over Southeastern Illinois 14-12. South Dakota 24-17 over South Dakota State. 52-24 Sentinel State over Portland State. 35-20 Minnesota 6 27-17 Idaho State over Cal 49-10 Northern Arizona North Carolina. 28-21 UT Rio Grande Valley over Nichols. And 28-14 UCS over Idaho. Now in Division 2-3. This is the This is the last week, or second to last week, of the Division 2 and 3 scores before the playoffs of Division 2 and 3 playoff brackets. They have, so let's take a look here. We have St. Lawrence 30-24-19 over Buffalo State. Wesleyan University 31-20 over Trinity, Connecticut. Hamilton 24-20 over Bates College. 14-13 Amherst Williams. So in a lot of these conferences in Division 2 and 3, they might play they might have huge conferences. Like, so they might play everyone in their conference. And they won't even play everyone in their conference. You know what I mean? So that just goes to show, or they might play everyone in their conference. And that's it, Yeah, 24-20 Hamilton or Bates College. Amherst 14-13 Williams. Hillsdale 23-20 Walsh. 31-6 Framingham Dean College. Hobart College 63-3 Hobart College. 4 overtimes 47-45 Northern Michigan or Danville. McGarry 29